Hello, real estate family. I am Amber Almond Hall with Real Estate Listing Masters, and today on Real Estate Marketing for Agents, we're talking about the list no one thinks to build. That's right. There is a marketing list that most agents do not think of building, and it could become one of your most valuable assets. We're told to make a list and this is who you're going to market to. And you have your clients that you have done business with, and then you have your clients who you're probably farming and sending your newsletters to, and they range from cold, warm, and hot, okay? Various degrees. And you all know what I'm talking about because this is ingrained in your marketing. Everybody talks about this in marketing. Here's your list, here's who to advertise to, here's how often, and you do it depending on how many times they engage, et cetera, et cetera. The number one list that no one is telling you to build is your fellow real estate agent list. That's right. Agents that you have met, worked with in some capacity, okay? So number one, who are the agents you have closed transactions with? You're gonna have a hopefully great relationship with these people because you worked with them to get a transaction closed. So who have you worked with to close a transaction with? Who have you networked with? When you go to some of these events, and you can keep them in categories of local, state, or national level. I have those three categories in my personal list, but local, state, and national level. Those are another level of agents that you can put in your list. And then in your brokerage, who are the agents in your brokerage that you see at the meetings every week, who you have done water cooler talk with, who you're just every day picking their brain on? These people should go into your realtor database as well. Now, here's how this becomes beneficial to you. Let's back up to about 4 years ago. I had never been told to build a list of fellow real estate agents. Yes, we network with them. Yes, we're told get to know them, et cetera, et cetera. So I had this property and it needed to get sold and it just wasn't moving as quickly as it needed to. The sellers also didn't want to drop the price. They didn't want to make other changes that were recommended to it. And the feedback was all the same, yet we're supposed to still market this property. So I was spending quite a bit of money to use a list from a database from another company who creates these email campaigns and sending out this property on alert saying listing, and then every time we would drop the price, $1,000 albeit, I would send out a new email. But I was spending money to use someone else's database list. Granted, this list had several tiers that I could do just locally or I could do statewide. Those were my two options, but I was spending money to do this every week. Do you know where that buyer came from? An agent I had done business with previously. They had a buyer that they were looking for, and we were able to talk about this property, talk about the characteristics of it. They were able to ask questions and see if it really fit the needs of their client before they even went to see it. And that's where the buyer came from. And that's what made me think, why have I not had my own list? Why haven't I been marketing out to these people this entire time? Because these are the agents that I want to do business with. Since I built my list, and now that I use that list of agents, every time I get a new listing, it's part of my process. When I have a new listing, I send a blast out to these agents who I have worked with, who I have networked with, and who I know on a personal basis. And I have done business with several of these agents multiple times, okay? And that becomes really fun when you already know how another agent works, you have trust, you have rapport, and you can enter into multiple transactions with them. Then it becomes really fun and engaging to do these transactions. The next thing is that I can spend less money because I'm doing multiple transactions and we're trying to work together more often. Then I'm not having to just go use somebody else's database time and time and time again. And then also in my social media campaigns, they start seeing my drips, and it's easy for them to show to their clients and say, hey, watch this video, check out this property. Here's an e-flyer. They can take the bits and pieces and more easily send it out to their clients as well. So it's about leveraging your database, not just from a personal client perspective, but also from a who you work with and who you especially enjoy working with, that leverage becomes just as valuable. Now you have another avenue where you can show your clients that you really are going to have their back when you're marketing a property. Another fun thing is that I have an agent who sends me every single week. I'm on a form of newsletter that they have. They've created a newsletter just for other agents that they've worked with and networked with as well. And so that's a list of listings that they have currently on the docket. And then each listing has a snippet, a snapshot of what's happened. If there's been updates made to the property since they listed, if there's been any changes in price. It also gives their kind of take on what the market is doing. And so it's fun and engaging me. That's an email that I look forward to and I want to open up every week. And that oftentimes I've been able to pull ideas from. So don't be afraid to be a market leader. Don't be afraid to network more fully and have these agents be part of your database and your marketing list. It's only going to serve your clients that much better to be able to market to them and to get their property out that much more. But like I said, when you can work with somebody that you've already worked with over and over and over again, it's a really fun opportunity and experience. So I hope this information has been helpful. Visit us on relmasters.com where we have more video education and tutorials just like this one, plus our training on listing foundations and more. So if you're interested in information on building your foundation of your listings, that's a great place to start. I'm Amber Almond Hall with Real Estate Listing Masters, and I look forward to helping you turn your listings into lead generating machines. We'll see you in our Real Estate Listing Masters family on relmasters.com. See you soon.